right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Paul, and thank you for tuning in to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. Mark Kaboly is sitting right next to me. We'll get to him in a second. Give us a call tonight, 412-575-2600. You're taking your phone calls from Steelers rookie minicamp. Number 55 is definitely one of the players that have stood out so far. I want to get his opinion on a couple other players. Deontay Johnson, their third pick, the third-round pick, the second pick they had, hasn't practiced much. We'll get into more in depth with Steelers rookie minicamp and also talk about who's wearing 84 now with the Steelers. Not only an undrafted rookie free agent, but a guy that's trying out to be here for the next few months. Also, we're talking about the battle in Buccos tonight. The Pirates win 2 straight in St. Louis. Another pitching duel today. Jordan Lyles, this guy has definitely exceeded expectations for the Pirates so far. Their 5th starter. He only gave up 1 hit today, 1 run, and it was a play that Gregory Polanco should have made. Went in and out of his glove. A good outfielder makes that catch, ends the inning, but he was charged with 1 run. He's 3-1 right now, Jordan Lyles, and the Pirates got enough runs for him tonight, and the bullpen came in and did the job. Richard Rodriguez, Crick, and a little shaky. It was two hits so far for the Pirates today. A little shaky, but Vasquez shuts them down, and the Pirates win 2-1 for the 2nd straight day. Looking to take the series tomorrow, and this would be huge for the Pirates if they could win 3 in St. Louis and move up the standings. These are games that they have to win. This is a crucial road trip, 11 games for the Pirates before they come back home. But we got Mark Kaboly here for a reason, and we're talking about the Steelers and Steelers rookie minicamp. And Mark, 55 stood out to me. I was there the first day, the whole day, and you could tell that he was the first-round draft pick. He was the guy out there. But is there anyone else this is early on, anyone else that stood out for you?
Devin Bush didn't even stand out to me. Only thing he stood out to me was that you could really, his knock coming into this draft was he was small. And you don't realize how small he is until you're out there and you're normally seeing Vince Williams, John Bostic, and guys like that playing the inside. Then you're seeing, wait, who's that number 50? Oh, that's Devin Bush. Yeah, he is a little tiny. So, but this rookie minicamp is just for the birds. I mean, they're just running around like you noted before. There's 30, 40 tryout guys, so they're gone tomorrow. So you can't really glean much from it. I mean, you could tell that Devin Bush has, the pedigree. But you can also tell he's a little bit on the smaller side. The other guys are tough. I mean, Sutton Smith, he seems like a guy that would be a very interesting guy. I think, the 6th-round pick out of Northern Illinois. He had like 30 sacks, 52 tackles for losses in 2 years. A smaller guy, but he is a ball of energy. And he's a guy you might have to look at just making the team and being a special teams guy. But other than that, Rich, I didn't even know 3/4 of the guys out there, and I didn't even care about learning who the 3/4 of the guys are out there.
Because they won't be here in a week. I mean, how many of these guys? They have 60 guys out there right now. More than half are tryout guys.
Yeah, but you know what? But they do sign. I think over the last 5 or 6 years, they've signed 11 of these. I guess the most notable one, Virginia, about 6 years ago. You remember last year, Damone, whatever his name was. What was
Patterson? Was it?
He was a tryout guy.
Oh, was he really?
Yes, he was a tryout guy. Made the team, shined early in camp. Then
he
got hurt, I believe, and that was it. I mean, but there are guys that they bring in as undrafted guys that they think are going to be able to at least, be up to speed with the pro players, and they quickly realize, wait a second, these guys aren't what we think they are. So a couple guys will make the team here, but once again, probably nobody's worth anything.
Yeah, the one thing that really stood out to me with Devin Bush, and I was mainly watching him during the drills and during some reps when they were going up offense, defense, and how quick he can get to the quarterback. And he didn't lose one sprint, one of those 5-yard drills that they do. He did not lose one. They kept calling out 55, 55, 55. That was impressive to me, and that's the reason they got this guy.
You know what? I wrote about this in The Athletic a couple of days ago. I got fooled by Dree Archer a couple years ago. He came out to this rookie minicamp, was blazing. I'm like, there's nobody can keep up with this guy. This guy's unbelievable. Then the big boys come 2 weeks later, and it's like, uh-oh. Now he comes back to the pack, and we know how he is. So I tend to, reserve judgment on a lot of these guys. Not Devin Bush, but some of the other guys. You know Bush is going to be there, but I wouldn't get too wrapped up in, hey, he's the fastest, he's this, and he's that. And once again, these are 30 tryouts guys. They're not going to be around tomorrow. They're on a flight back to Jacksonville or wherever. But, I mean, you could tell Devin Bush is a player, just a little undersized.
Hey, before we get to break and before we take your phone calls, the one guy that was also impressive to me was Benny Snell. Not only on the field, but off the field. His interview, and we were both in on that interview, and the way he answered those questions and the thing he said really was impressive to me.
Yeah, he's going to be a fan favorite if he does just half as much as he does, talking.
Yeah.
But he says the right things. He's very, very likable kind of guy, and his father played in the league for a little. He played in the XFL as well. So it's going to be curious where they use him at, because the running back room is a little bit full with Samuels and Connors, where they fit him in as, if it's a goal line back or whatever. But what a nice young man, and that's very. If you look at the Steelers drafts over the last couple of years, they're very focused in on grabbing guys who are, football guys, love football, and, just all-around good guys. You can tell Benny Snell is one of those guys. Yeah,
Deontay Johnson, his roommate at the Combine, he said, and Benny Snell, both, everyone talks about their personality. And
what is Benny Snell football? You did ask him.
I asked him that question. What is Benny Snell football? Short yardage, 4th and 3, 3rd and 2.
Big smile, too.
All right, well, we got to take a break. Back with your phone calls. 412-575-2600 is the number. Back in a couple minutes.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, putting new roofs on Pittsburgh homes for over 25 years. Call Ireland Contracting at 1-800-NEW-ROOF.